When it comes to like picking location, I seen you do a lot of shoots outside of the studio. A lot of shoots at the like the sunflower field.
Yeah.
Where is that field? First of all,
that is the number one question that I get. A lot of people do not know where that field is. That is so shocking. Okay, so it's two fields. It's one on the east side, I think, in Belleville, but I didn't go to that one. The one that I went to is actually in Spanish Lake, I think.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know it either when I looked it up.
I would never thought that.
Are you serious?
Nowadays you're in Spanish Lake.
Right. It was only a couple of like a couple of minutes from like where I used to live in my grandmother's house, which was really surprising. And so when I found it, I was like, oh my God, I think it's like off of Scranton Avenue.
Okay.
So yeah, you could look it up, Sunflower Field in North County, and it'll pop up the conservation conservation something.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's where it's at.
Do you go out scouting for locations,
I
like
do.
for shoots? Okay.
I do actually have a couple of planned locations. I like to find stuff like the Sunflower Field, I guess you can say, that people didn't know that was in St. Louis that's actually nearby, maybe on the outskirts, that you could go and take pictures. I actually know it's like, I guess you could say like an ocean view a little bit, because you know, we don't have beaches and stuff here, but it's a lake. It looks like it's an ocean, and I'm try to take pictures to make it, you know what I'm saying, look like that. But a lot of people don't know where their location is in St. Louis. So when I take the pictures, it's gonna look like I'm probably out of state, but I'm still in St. Louis.
Yeah, that's dope. You gotta have that app.
Yeah.
You gotta have that app.
For sure. Camera can do amazing things. You just gotta know how to utilize it. So yeah.
Another thing when it comes to taking photos, another thing I might say to someone who wants me to take their photo, I don't know how to edit them, like remove the blemishes and all of that, make the skin look smooth and all that stuff.
Yeah, editing is a process. That's another learning step too, along, you know what I'm saying, that's why it takes a lot of commitment, because you gotta know how to work your camera. And if you're into editing, because a lot of people don't do their edits themselves. I learned how to edit because I feel like, why not? But something that I'm working on, that I have been talking to like different mentors, is you really don't need to edit if you get that good shot. If you really know how to work your camera, you really, I mean, like, yeah, you want Photoshop, you want to keep that, of course, that's like a necessity for a photographer, but if you really want that clear, what you're looking for, you can get it on your camera if you learn how to adjust your settings. So that's something that I'm learning on, learning to work on, just editing a little bit less, but also, you know, learning how to do different things with editing that I don't know how to do, like dodge and burn. That's like a technique that I'm working on heavily right now. Just different things that most photographers use that, you know, you should know how to do. But a lot of people don't edit their own pictures. They actually have an editor. And that's something I learned working at a photography studio with when I was 16. His name is El Cardo Moore. I worked under him for like a year or so, and he actually was trying to teach me to edit, but I was in school so heavily mixed with volleyball that I didn't have the time. So he hired someone else to edit his pictures, and he paid him, of course, but it was just like, yeah, a lot of people think that photographers edit their own pictures. Not a lot of them do, because it's really time consuming, and a lot of people don't do that. You could spend like 2 hours on one picture, and then you'll look down and be like, where did time go?
Man.
So when people, I think that's probably the most funniest thing when I see a lot of clients arguing over, oh, this photographer didn't, whoop-de-whoop, it's been so long. And I'm not trying to, you know, because communication is key. So I'm not trying to excuse the photographer, but people don't understand how long it takes to edit one picture. Like, it takes a lot of time to edit pictures, so yeah.